Welcome back to Makeup a Love Story. And so it's Monday and I just filmed 5 minutes of this video with my ring light off and realized that I looked kind of different and the lighting was off, and I started looking around and oops. So we're going to do this again. So it is Monday and I normally do this on Saturdays, but I was out of town the weekend with my husband because it was our anniversary trip. And so we were going to go to the beach, but we actually just took a trip to Nashville instead and just enjoyed ourselves, did some shopping and went out dining and just took a nice trip together. And so I took my day off and decided to do some filming for you guys. And today I wanted just to kind of talk about some of my favorite lip products, from exfoliating to actual lip products that I thought I would tell you guys about, and maybe you would get some recommendations from it. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and get into that. I did want to show you one thing that I grabbed while I was in Nashville that I was really excited about, and I'd been looking for these, or I'd been eyeing them for a while, and I thought I would grab them in Nashville. So I grabbed the Sigma brush set. The foundation brush is actually over there because I got to wash it, but I grabbed the Most Wanted brush set, and I have used the foundation set. I haven't taken out the rest of them yet, but I'm so excited about this because I looked for an authorized Sigma dealer while I was in Nashville, so I was excited about those. And so we did some shopping, and hubby got some cologne and stuff, but I thought I'd show you those. And I'm wondering if you guys are liking the cool tones on my eyes today and the silver lid, and drop in the comments what you think this is. So anyway, I'm going to start with what's on my lips today. I am wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk with a darker liner from Rimmel, actually. And so I told you guys I wanted to try Charlotte Tilbury in 2019, and I got it as a point perk from Sephora, and so I thought I would wear that today for the lip video. And so let's jump into the products that I think that you guys should test out. And so one of the things that we have to do for our lips is to exfoliate. And so one of the products that is affordable, and you can pick this up at like CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, is an e.l.f. exfoliator for your lips. You can pick these up in different flavors. People a lot of times lick exfoliators off their lips. I don't do that. I usually grab a tissue or like a paper towel and I exfoliate my lips that way by just wiping off the excess. After I've rubbed in the exfoliator and got the dead skin off, I'll just wipe off the excess. These are really cheap. They're like $1, $2 for an e.l.f. exfoliator. The first one that I tried was Milani, and I would say the e.l.f. and the Milani are kind of comparable. I may like the Milani one just a little bit better. Smells like vanilla. It's really good. I mean, but then I tried the Bite Beauty exfoliator recently because it was there was a small one in a set where I had grabbed a Treats perk thing at Sephora, and I had to pick this up, and I can't tilt this because of the consistency that it is, but this is the best exfoliator that I have tried yet for my lips, and it's a kind of a liquidy consistency, but this exfoliates your lips almost as soon as you put it on there. It is so good. It is so, I don't know how to explain it, but it is so good, and this just exfoliates so rapidly, and I just can't explain how good this is for your lips. After you exfoliate, you always want to moisturize your lips, and so one of the things that I have gone through a couple of is the Milani Keep It Smooth lip treatments, and these are really a good affordable option that if you don't want to try the Laneige like sleeping mask or something of that nature, I would just pick these up at like Walmart or CVS, and these are with like the Milani exfoliators. And these I would put on at night. I actually have one in my purse, and so these are a really good affordable options. I used to keep one by my bed. This one's almost empty. Speaking of the Laneige sleeping mask, I did finally bite the bullet and buy one, and it definitely is better than the Milani one. It does a little bit more for your lips. It's a little more hydrating, and I can't say enough about it. I don't know how much of this I've gone through. I don't even want to open it up and look right now. I put it on at night. It's wonderful. My lips are definitely juicy and hydrated, but it is more expensive, and you can get this at Sephora or the Laneige website, but it is more expensive. One product I definitely am not going to go without anymore is the Pharmacy Honey Butter. It's got beeswax in it, and it's this it's a stick balm, and I put this on every morning before I do lipstick. If I walk out the door without this, I'm going to be miserable. It is my favorite balm. I mean, I'm definitely not going to go without this. Sometimes I put this on if I, feeling lazy and don't want to fool with my Laneige sleeping mask. This thing is amazing. You put this on before lipstick. I'm wearing it now. I put this on before even cream lipsticks because it's just so hydrating. Your lips are going to feel amazing all day long. You can see where my lips have made it dented. It's formed to my lips. It is so good. I can't say enough about it. It is amazing. I have a backup. It is $10 at Sephora. It was an impulse purchase, of course. It is so good. One of the things that made me try it under a lipstick was when I tried out one of the Pat McGrath matte trances, because people say they're so uncomfortable, but I never had an issue with it. It's just so that good. So I would definitely recommend those. Moving on to lip liners. I'm not the biggest fan of lip liners. My lips are so big, so I don't ever want to really accentuate them. But Mel Thompson raved about the Rimmel liners, and they are now my favorite. My favorite lip liner at the moment is the Rimmel Lasting Finish in Coffee Bean. I love this color. I am going to swatch it. And that is Coffee Bean. I love that color so much. These are so creamy. I also have the natural one that she talks about. My lips are, and my skin color is a little bit darker, so it's a little harder to see Coffee Bean on me, but I do own it. I like the ColourPop ones, but they're harder to sharpen and they want to pop out of the, if you see, so I get really annoyed at the ColourPop lip liners, so I don't fool with them as much. But I do occasionally fool with them. One of the things that I have gotten into recently are the Pat McGrath lip liners, and I do love them. I picked up this one recently, and it's one of my favorites, and it's in Manhattan, and it's so creamy. This is Manhattan. These are so good. These are the Permagel liners. Of course, her box is, her packaging just kills it. You get your own pencil sharpener with Pat McGrath liners. So, she just brings her A game with her liners. So, then moving on to, let's just talk about some of the bullet lipsticks. Some affordable options that I just have just really like are the Ulta, the Comfort lipsticks from Ulta. You just go in and pick out a shade that you like. These are really good affordable lipsticks. They're like $4. They even nailed a red. I believe this is Empowered. I actually like this red that they came out with. I'm not going to swatch all these colors or else we'll be here forever, but I wanted to show you some affordable options as well. This is not my favorite color from ColourPop, but I do love the Luxe lipsticks. And I wanted to show you an affordable option as well. ColourPop, one of their favorite things for me is definitely their Luxe lipsticks. I love ColourPop Luxe lipsticks. My favorite lipstick at the moment that I'll reach for in a pinch, or just because I want something creamy on my lips and my lips are feeling like they need something creamy, is definitely the Too Faced Pout About It. This is my go-to. If you're wondering if I'm wearing a nude, usually it's that, with maybe a darker liner underneath, and it's usually going to be that Rimmel liner, which is this one, paired with this. I love it. Let's see. Recently, I picked up, and I will swatch this because I picked it up because of the color. And this is the Becca times Khloe Kardashian lipstick in Hot Tamale. And I picked this up because of the color. This is Hot Tamale. I love it. So definitely a purchase because of the color. I have been a fan recently of Pat McGrath products, and I would have to say that this was one of my favorite lipsticks yet. And this is the lipstick Unnatural Natural. A lot of people say this looks like a red on me, and it does pull pretty red. It's a brownish red. I'm wondering if y'all are hearing my woodwick candle. But this is definitely a natural, and I wear it with the Manhattan liner a lot. I love it. So, moving on to my favorite of the liquid lipstick line is going to definitely be, and I'm not going to swatch this because you've probably seen a million videos on these. These are the Stunna lip paints. This is uncuffed, probably my favorite. This is definitely a mauve shade, and it is gorgeous. And Rihanna knocked it out of the park with this. Very similar in tone is the Huda Beauty Muse. And I will swatch this one. You can see that I have a thing for, obviously, for mauve shades. This is Muse. Obviously, I have a thing for those type of shades. Something that if you wanted something in the chocolate line, you could look for the L'Oreal Chocolates collection. These wands are so interesting to me because they're pointed and have those holes, and they smell like chocolates. And so this one is bittersweet. I went and picked up a whole lot of these when they first came out because Tati was raving about these. And that one is bittersweet. And so these actually take a minute to dry down, but when they do, they're staying in place, and they are really, really pretty if you're wanting a chocolate look. Also, something I really love is the Dose of Colors formula. You just need to get on there and see what color appeals to you. This is Truffle, and it's a brown shade. So for me, this was a brownie kind of, it pulls like a brownie mauve, but it's very beautiful. I have swatched up my hand. And then I'm also a fan of the Melted Mattes from Too Faced, so I didn't pull any of those. But Stone is another color from Dose of Colors that I love, and it is as well like a mauve, so I'm not going to swatch this. I want to tell you that the glosses that I love are also mainly from Dose of Colors, Fenty, and Becca. And so Fenty's new Fussy is very beautiful. It's very hard to see on the skin unless you build it up, but this formula is so beautiful, and I was surprised that people could see me wearing this, but they could. And so this is Fussy right here. And then I also like Becca's gloss formula, not in a specific color, but their formula is extremely comfortable. So if you're interested in a gloss formula, Becca has a very beautiful formula for glosses. This one right here is actually a Chrissy Teigen collaboration, I believe. Yes, this is Malibu Soleil. Sorry, I couldn't speak right then. And then NYX makes some comfortable glosses. I just picked one out because I had one. And then Dose of Colors. This is one of my favorite glosses. I get a lot of compliments when I wear it. And this is in Dolly. I also have a Can You Not gloss. But the one in Dolly right there, I get a lot of compliments when I wear it over top of different colors. And so Dolly is very popular. So I suggest Dose of Colors gloss formula. Some of their ones with glitter particles can get a little gritty. Now, didn't believe that until I had the experience myself. So I would be careful and cautious with that. If you're purchasing a gloss from Dose of Colors, then I would definitely recommend maybe not going with the glitter formula. I would stray away from that, because I did have a gloss recently that I didn't have that grittiness, and then when I went back and used it, it does have some grit to it. So I would be careful with that. So with those recommendations, now that I have all these lipsticks spread out in front of me, there are some affordable ones. You know, ColourPop's Luxe lipsticks are wonderful. I'm not a big fan of their matte lipsticks. I'm not sure what it's called right now, but the liquid lipsticks that dry down really matte, those are not my favorite. I do like their satin liquid lips, but their Luxe lipsticks are definitely my favorite. So that's the route I would go if I were going to purchase again from the ColourPop website. I would go with the Luxe lipsticks from them. These Ulta lipsticks are actually really good. Then the Becca line, these are really creamy, really good. You know, these Too Faced natural lipsticks are so underrated. People should be raving about these. These are some of the best nudes and chocolatey colors that I have tried. I actually was in Sephora recently, or Ulta recently, and almost picked some more up. And then, you know, there are some definitely wins. The L'Oreal line is actually, these are really good lipsticks that dry down after a few minutes. Make sure that you're exfoliating your lips, and I hope that you're enjoying your love story. That's just kind of what I wanted to get out, was talk about some favorite lip products, make a couple recommendations, and hope that you maybe got something out of it. I'm actually going to maybe talk about some foundations here in a few minutes, and you know, enjoy the rest of my Monday, because I go back to work tomorrow. So I hope that you guys enjoyed your weekend as well, and until next time.